What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the Madden rebuild channel. And today we are back with another realistic rebuild, and today we're doing another team just like yesterday, or the other day it was, with the Cardinals. We're doing another team that's low-key been kind of disappointing, that being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So today we're going to be doing a Buccaneers realistic rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. It's always fun doing Madden rebuilds for you guys. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like I said, man, they've been overall kind of disappointing. 5-6 on the season is not really what you want to see out of a team with Super Bowl aspirations. Of course, this could be Tom Brady's last ride. We really don't know. He could stick around for another season. Even if he does stick around, is he going to stay in Tampa? It's definitely all up in the air at this point. So we'll kind of, feel it out, see what we're going to do. But ultimately, I kind of have the game plan of probably replacing Tom Brady sometime in this video. So for right now, like I said, 5-6 on the season. I would not be surprised at all if this team does end up making the playoffs. I'm not going to do anything for now, of course, because I really can't do anything. We are going to select the rest of the season. We're going to see how we finish out. 5-6 right now. Let's even get to like 10-6 or 11-6, 10-7, and make the playoffs, because obviously that's where you want to be. They have the Saints as 6-6, which is far from the truth. Not sure why that is the way it is. Regardless, though, let's get to the playoffs. Let's see if we make it, and then we make our moves from there. So at the end of the season, the Falcons do end up winning our division at 9-8. Honestly, shout out to the Falcons, man. They're a lot better than I would have expected, although it is a very weird form of football where they're just running it 30 times a game and not really throwing it to Kyle Pitts before he got injured, and Drake London, of course, as well. They win the division. So we went 8-9 on the season. Again, not really where you want to be. If we take a look at the player stats for the season, Tom Brady was up there for one of the best quarterbacks in the league as far as stats are concerned. Both sides of the ball were all right, nothing crazy, but let's just simulate. I mean, obviously I'm not going to jump in right away. We have work to do. So let's see if we come out here and beat the Minnesota Vikings. Maybe we upset them and we do end up losing in round one, which is not great. So I'm going under the assumption that Tom Brady will probably end up leaving us. So I'm not sure what the Buccaneers game plan would be at quarterback. I could see a world where they go after like a Jimmy G or something like that, or draft one and just kind of rely on that. Maybe you do a little bit of both. Regardless, though, we have a huge offseason ahead of us with Tom Brady now gone, unless, like I said, they do bring him back. But there's just so many rumors about Brady potentially going to the Dolphins, to the Raiders, to the Saints, wherever he may go, or not. Maybe it wasn't Saints, like some other team out there, 49ers, it's just back to the Patriots. There's so many rumors about Tom Brady potentially playing somebody else. So I would almost assume that Tom Brady isn't back with Tampa, although it makes sense to re-sign him. Kind of want to make things interesting and go a different direction. So Tom Brady, I'm not bringing back. Levante David at 33 years old, superstar X Factor. I think it definitely makes a lot of sense to bring him back. Mike Edwards, Sean Murphy, Bunting, Keanu O'Neal, Scotty Miller. There's definitely some guys I want to bring back, but a lot of these guys I'm not bringing back. So let's start off with probably the most important free agent, that being Jamel Dean, a 26-year-old corner. I think it's definitely very important that we bring him back. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him a 4-year deal to try to bring back Jamel Dean, keep him in Tampa, and he is going to stick with the team. There's someone I do love signing a lot when he's in free agency. Levante David, he is definitely going to go down overall, but I think at Superstar X Factor, I think it makes a lot of sense to keep him. So I'm going to go ahead and give him an extension, which leaves us with about $16 million to work with. So I think the rest of these guys, I'm probably going to have to let go. We would be letting go both our strong safeties, though. So it makes sense to keep one of them, whether it's Keanu O'Neal or Mike Edwards. I guess I'll give Mike Edwards a contract. He's dirt cheap, so we'll go ahead and try to bring him back. That way we have at least a strong safety. So that gives us $11 million to work with and a problem at quarterback. So this will be interesting to see how we address that. You see all this? This could be you. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every Sunday. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and they pretty much have every sport you can absolutely imagine. NFL, NBA, soccer, CSGO. But since we're an NFL channel, we're going to go ahead and talk about the NFL for a second. So let's say I want to go Derek Carr and Patrick Mahomes over on both of them. 2 players gets me up to 3 times my money. But if I wanted to go even crazier, let's say I want to do 5 players, throw 5 players in here. You can go up to 5 players, which that's going to 10 times your money if you get all correct, which you can go flex play. Even if you get 4 right, you still get a little bit of money in return. Now, I will tell you, I have started with $100 in here, and I'm up to $500. Prize Picks has been so much fun for me this year. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They're matching your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Looking at the team right now, the defense is very talented. You got Shaquille Barrett, Levante David, Devin White, which is crazy that he's only star development, but he is. Antoine Winfield, superstar. Jamel Dean, Carlton Davis, Vita Vea, Superstar X Factor. So we were able to keep our secondary intact for the most part. We did let Sean Murphy Bunting go. But on the offensive side of the ball, the O-line isn't bad. Maybe another left guard wouldn't hurt. A tight end definitely could be very important as well. But it's not a bad offense. Not a bad defense by any means. There's a couple holes, but nothing crazy. So let's go to the team salaries. Let's see if there's anyone making a ton of money that we could maybe just let go real quick. Chris Godwin, not going to do that. Donovan Smith, we could free up $15 million, and he's only 75 overall at 30 years old. I definitely think it makes sense to maybe cut him away. Devin White and Mike Evans are going to have to be paid soon, which is going to be very, very worrisome. And then you got Shaq Mason, who's going to have to be paid as well. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I think I am going to go ahead and cut Donovan Smith to free up a little bit of money here. That's going to give us around $26 million to work with, maybe for a quarterback. I don't know. And then we draft offensive lineman. Got Tristan Wirfs, who's about to be free agent as well. There are just so many guys we're about to have to take care of next free agency. So we can't go too crazy here. Tom Brady is available, of course. Got Odell Beckham, Tony Pollard, Juju Smith-Schuster, Marcus Davenport, but we're not going to focus on any of that. Let's look at the quarterback position. You have Tom Brady, you have Geno Smith, Jimmy G. Like I said, I think realistically speaking, I could see a world where the Bucs go after a Jimmy G. Maybe you get a Daniel Jones, a Jacoby Brissett. But honestly, I don't think any of these guys really solve our issues. Yeah, like Jordan Love. Maybe weirdly enough, Zach Wilson becomes available from the Jets. You could take a chance on him if Mike White continues to ball out. But honestly, we might be best off going for like a Daniel Jones or Jimmy G here realistically, and then, kind of focusing on quarterback in the draft as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give Jimmy G an offer. I think it's realistically, it's realistic possible that the Bucs go after like a Jimmy Garoppolo just to have someone there, because right now we literally have no one. So on the offensive line, we did cut Donovan Smith, and then left guard we have David Edwards. So it would be probably smart to address offensive line here, but I am going to take a look at some of the free agents we have available as well. I think we needed an end, so I wouldn't mind grabbing one to have him. We have Logan Hall. Davenport, someone I go for way too much. So I'm going to go for like maybe a Samson, or we can go for Bryce Huff, maybe a little bit different. So I'm going to go Bryce Huff here to bring him to the team, and I think that's going to be it. So it's going to be Bryce Huff and Jimmy G as my two signings here to make this a good offseason as much as we can. So let's see if we get both of them. Bryce Huff, Jimmy G. Jimmy G will be our quarterback next year, I guess. Actually, we are not getting him. Yeah, we do get Bryce Huff, though. Jimmy G, if you want to sign that one-year deal, that'd be great. And we do get Jimmy Garoppolo as our brand new QB here in Tampa. And it's just going to have to be a quick fix for now. And now we're going to head to the draft. Or like I said, maybe a Zach Wilson becomes available. You trade for him and see what you can do with him. But Jimmy G might be your best option if you don't bring back Tom Brady. Or the draft could be an option as well. So I think my number one priority going into this draft is at least walking away with probably an offensive lineman, at least one offensive lineman, a tackle preferably, and probably a quarterback. I think we should draft a developmental quarterback at this point. We could wait till next year and try to sign one in free agency, because you have like a Justin Herbert who becomes available sometimes, and Jalen Hurts. And, those could be quick fixes, but realistically speaking, not quick fixes, those would be long-term fixes, but realistically speaking, it could be interesting to have a quarterback learn behind Jimmy G. So we're going to go to pick number 19. We'll see what's available to us. Like I said, one offensive lineman is going to be important. And then we do need another corner, but I'm not going to address that as much. So like Will Levis is someone that I think makes a lot of sense for like the Buccaneers. You got Hendon, Cameron Ward, Anthony Richardson. But yeah, if you want to take Will Levis here, I wouldn't mind that. I think I am going to go ahead and draft Will Levis to be my quarterback, backing up Jimmy G, at least for this season. He'll be a developmental guy behind Jimmy G. Maybe he takes his job eventually. I kind of like it. We needed someone there, so I like that pick for us. We have a developmental quarterback behind Jimmy G. So I think that's the most realistic way you could have handled this situation if you're Tampa, if Brady does decide to leave. Like I said, it all goes back to that. But you do need some offensive line help. So I'm looking at Javon Foster here. We definitely need some protection. We cut Donovan Smith, so I'm looking at Javon Foster. I think it makes a ton of sense. I'm going to double down on the offense. Offensive lineman, welcome to the team. Like that a lot for us. And like I said, we're going to have to spend a lot of money next year as well. So round 3, pick number 19. Let's see what we got available here. So I don't even really know what I preferably want here, but just any position that's going to help us out, kind of address problems that we already have right now. So we do need a tight end. So I kind of like the idea of Sam here, but we could just wait till next year to probably sign a tight end. You have Justin Jacobs. Right now we have 2 good middle linebackers. We have good, depth at line, or good depth at linebacker right now. A corner wouldn't hurt. We have good running backs. I mean, Colby Wood and Storm Duck. Troy Brown. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I know we need another guard, but I don't really want to double down on the offensive line right now. Corner, Garrett Williams, Sam. I think I'm honestly thinking about taking Jermaine Burton here, to be honest with you. We need a developmental wide receiver because Russell Gage and Mike Evans, I think, aren't going to be here next year. Justin Jacobs could make some sense, but I'm going to go Jermaine Burton here. in round 3 to give myself a wide receiver that I can maybe rely on in the future, not worry about Russell Gage next year. So this guy can maybe work with, Will Levis in the practice squad or whatever it may be, or second team reps, whatever they call it. But regardless, that is going to be my draft. And I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs this next year, but hopefully with Jimmy G, he can just kind of command the offense, do his game managing stuff, and we're back in the playoffs, scoring off against other teams, trying to win a Super Bowl, and then maybe Will Levis can elevate us eventually. I think the best way to do this is give Jimmy Garoppolo maybe till mid-season, see what our record's looking like, see what his stats are looking like. If things aren't going very well at all, then we put Will Levis in. That way he can get some experience this season and build into next year. Tight end is still a huge problem. We have Cade Otton and Cameron Brate, which isn't great. Didn't mean to rhyme there, but I kind of did. We got a strong safety who was hidden development, so that's kind of cool. Bryce Huff we signed, and I guess or maybe he's a corner. I don't know which one. Is he a corner? Yeah, he's a corner. So you know what? I actually kind of like that pick for us. I don't know when they took him, but hidden development corner needed another one, so I'm glad the CPU took care of that for us. But other than that, this is your team going into this season. We'll see how it's going mid-season, and if Jimmy G is struggling and we're not doing good, Will Levis time. So at the end of the season, we kind of have an identity crisis here, because I honestly thought for sure we were going to be eliminated, because we started off the midseason mark at 4-2, which was really good. Jimmy G was having a great year. Then we got to the point where we're like 6-8, and I was like, okay, we've lost like 3 back-to-back divisional games. It's probably over. So I was like, let's just go ahead, surrender the season, and give the job to Will Levis. Well, Will Levis came in and won 3 straight for us. So, I mean, both these guys did really good. So, Will Levis 9-1, Jimmy G 27-9. So, very good quarterback play by both of them, to be honest with you. But Will Levis is the guy right now. I think we have to keep it that way, to be honest with you. So, we take a look at the stats as far as just, apart from quarterbacks, we looked at that already. So, 27-9 from Jimmy G. Actually had a really good year. 9-1, and it could have been even more. Like I said, I benched him like the last 4 or 5 games. Leonard Fournette, 13 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Receiving wise, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Brate, Russell Gage all had really good years, whether it was Jimmy G or Will Levis. Sacks wise, you have Shaquille Barrett, Vita Vea, and Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff was a free agency addition. He came out here and wreaked havoc, which is nice. Devin White, 2, and then 2 and 1 as far as interceptions are concerned. So, let's jump into our first playoff game with Will Levis starting. We're going to be, actually, it would be fun to start Jimmy G against his former team, but we're going to start Will Levis. Let's jump in. Let's see how we do. Honestly, not expecting much here, so maybe we can come out here, though, and upset the 49ers and go to the Super Bowl. Who knows? Obviously, we have to upset the 49ers and upset other teams as well, so it's not like we just beat the 49ers, we're in the Super Bowl. But regardless, let's come out here and let's see how we do. Will Levis starting for us at quarterback. He's going to come out here and start off this drive with a touchdown, and I think we got an interception from Mike Edwards. So we're going to go up 13-0 quickly. Another interception from Devin White. And just like that, we're up 20-0. They do get a touchdown, though. And, wow, we actually had a touchdown, and we got it taken away. But we had good field position there. So I think defense is just playing great. I don't know where our defense ranked. But right now, offense is moving the football, man, which is what you want. So whether it's Jimmy G or Will Levis, this offense is literally just performing. I mean, there's a ton of weapons to like, so I'm not too surprised. But 42-20 to end off this game. What a stat line to come out here and put up that many points on a good 49ers team. Will Levis, 363 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mike Evans had 152 yards, and Trey Lance looks like he struggled. So we were moving the ball through the air, and we're moving on. So let's go. But now we have to head to Lambeau in prime time to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So this is going to be a big moment for Will Levis. Can he come out here and handle the pressure? We just came out here and beat the 49ers pretty badly. So I'm, curious to see how he handles this kind of environment on the road in Lambeau. We start off with the football again, and this time we don't start off with the touchdown. We do get interception from Devin White, and we are going to, capitalize with a field goal. Another stop. We got their kicker missing a field goal, and we're up 10-0, 10-3, 17-3. This offense is just moving, man. That's all there is to it. Defense gets another interception. We're up 20 at Lambeau. We might be heading to the NFC Championship quicker than I thought, to be honest with you. I did not think it was going to be this season we would do that. Maybe I spoke too soon. But nope, we're moving on. Just like that, we come out here, upset the 49ers in wildcard weekend, and we upset the Green Bay Packers in the divisional. So now we're headed to the NFC Championship. I'm assuming we're going to go play probably like the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't know if we beat them, but we'll see, man. Will Levis right now is balling. And who would have thought I got it right? We do have to play the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship. I will tell you, we've beaten the 49ers, we've beaten the Packers. If we can beat the Cowboys, which are super overpowered in Madden, this would be probably the most impressive win of them all. If we can get this one and head to the Super Bowl in year number 2, would not have expected that, but here we are, man. So Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, We start off with football again. Let's see if we can come out here and score right away. And we do get a stop, and we're up 7-0. That's a great start. Another stop, and we're up 14-0. Madden is loving our offense right now. 21-0. Another turnover, wasn't an interception, but 21-7. Let's keep the foot on the gas pedal. 28-7, 28-14. So it's a very high scoring game here. 28-17. We can't let them back in the game. 31-17 and 31-24. Okay, let's see if we can get another point up, and they are going to tie it up probably here. No, we get a stop. So I think all we need to do is run the football. A minute 39 left on the clock, and we are headed to the Super Bowl. Wow. I mean, we're not there yet, obviously. It's not there yet. Let's not count our eggs before they hatch, but still, the fact that we're in this position on the road all 3 games, and we're about to head to the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, that is honestly awesome. We get a nice 3-yard gain there, so let's just run this football until we get a first down. I mean, even if we have to punt it to the Cowboys, it's not the worst thing in the world, because all they can do is tie it up. So, and I can come out here and play defense. So I'm going to keep this football on the ground, not do anything stupid, but all we needed was a first down, and I might just take this to the house. Leonard Fournette going to take it all over the Dallas Cowboys, just like that. That is the game-winning sealer there. Let's spike that football. We're headed to the Super Bowl, beating the Cowboys in Jerry World. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. We're moving on. And the fact that we're in the Super Bowl this early on is quite impressive. Looks like I got to go play the Chiefs, though, so this will be a tough matchup, but I'm excited for it. So for me, we got to the Super Bowl, and I didn't come this far. Well, honestly, I didn't even expect to get this far, but we got to come out here and capitalize, man. We got to win this thing. The fact that we're even here is quite impressive. So we do start off with a stop. Defense has just been phenomenal, man. We don't get a score out of it, though. Another interception. We got to score off these interceptions, though, man. We're not scoring. We're not taking advantage, and we're down 7-0. So far, Will Levis not doing anything in this game. We get a field goal. Okay, can we go score again? It's, okay. Third quarter, 3-7. We're in the Super Bowl. We might as well make something happen, man. I can't sit here and just choke this to the Chiefs. We should have taken an advantage off those 2 turnovers, but we didn't. Let's go score. Let's have a good drive here, and let's get a Super Bowl ring, man. Leonard Fournette, let's just keep... Why are we running? Why have we only ran it 5 times, man? Why are we not running the football with my man Leonard Fournette? I get Rachaad White might be taking his job in real life, but... 3rd and 3. We need a first down early on. This is scary, but you know what? We can get it. So, I mean, it's only 3rd quarter, so we still have time, even if we don't get the first down here, but I would love to get it here, obviously. Mike Evans on a double move is interesting. Russell Gage, but I'm going to look for Godwin underneath. He is there for the first down. That was, the safety was definitely, wow, we've only thrown for 96 yards in this game, but with first down, that's all that matters. We got a first down. That's all that matters. Let's see. I'm going to have Cameron Brate here for a really nice gain. I'm just going to go ahead and possession that one. Yeah, Will Levis not really moving the ball in this game very much, so the Chiefs defense has given us problems, but let's go back to the bread and butter, baby. Let's run the football. You know, me, I come out here, I just start slinging it, and I throw interceptions. Give me a good block, and I try to hit that hole. 2nd and 8, 7 rushes for 10 yards. Not great, but I'm going to run it again. I believe in the offensive line. I believe in running the football, so let's just come out here. I do like Russell Gage and Prescott. Ooh, nice blocks. They set up beautifully, and we're going to be moving into another first down. A rush for 25 yards. Let's go right back to it. The cutback worked very well. We're going to go right back to Leonard Fournette. The offensive line set up very well here. So let's just keep running it. Let's keep this football on the ground, and that's another nice blocks. Unfortunately, the linebacker, I think that was Chris Jones. He made a great play there. Let's go play action. Let's take him out of their mix. We got Godwin on a nice corner route. Mike Evans underneath. Probably going to looking for Mike Evans here on an easy route. It's not there, though. It doesn't say... Actually, Godwin was there, but this one has sailed to the end zone. I threw it late anyway, so... If nothing else, we tied the game. If nothing else, we tied the game, so let's just make sure we keep the football in safe territory. We don't throw an interception. But I do like Mike Evans right now. This might be covered two with the way it's looking. We'll see if I... Ooh, Mike Evans is going to be open. I believe in it. I believe in it. I believe in Mike Evans. I do believe in him. That is a all-out blitz by the Chiefs. And I'm so glad I was looking at Mike Evans. He comes down with it. Does everything we need him to do. And now let's just run it in with Leonard Fournette. And we are almost going to get there. We're on the 1 yard line. They're going to... we can inside zone this. I'm going to inside zone this. Sometimes against goal line, this doesn't work, and other times it does. We just need our blocks to set up beautifully. So inside zone, and the blocks are not there. I really hate to walk away without a touchdown on the goal line, so let's go to my favorite play. This is going to be stick. I'm going to look for Gage, maybe Fournette, maybe Brate. We'll see what's open. I have Brate, I think. Brate, and that is a touchdown. We needed that in the worst way. We take the 3-point lead, And that was a beautiful drive right there that we needed. All right. The ball is sticky to Brait's hands. All right, I get it. Let's see if our defense can get a stop now. And they do get a stop. Let's go see if we can score again. It's 10-9. Let's go see if we can score this time. Not scoring just yet, but they're not scoring either. We're not scoring. Okay, 40 seconds left. No way, they just took the lead. 2 points at the end, bro. I should have just jumped in. Why didn't I jump in? Why didn't I jump in? No freaking way, man. Oh, I should have jumped in and took. I'm just heartbroken right now, bro. Why that magical run ended like that? Are you serious, bro? I gotta go, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.